Welcome. This is part 1 of The Return of Mandy Mae, a Helbrook Spirit verse story. Chapter 1, The Heart House. Jess May sat on the edge of her porch on Fiery Road, feet dangling above the dry dirt, watching the wind turn the clouds like soup in a black pot as she waited for night. She looked deep into the sky at the whirling, unsettled horizon. Heavy clouds reaching out like clawed fingers scoring the heavens. It had been an evening like that, on the day after Mandy's funeral. Back then she hadn't spoken to anyone in days. Not properly, not since the end of Mandy Mae, and she didn't need to either. Everywhere she went she was followed by sorrowful glances and mournful whispers. All their solemn condolences balled up and choked her in the back of her throat like a chicken's craw, sour and undigested. Tragedy came about every so often in Helbrook, but not as frequently as the strange things that plagued the town. Everyone who lived there had escaped some horrific cosmic terror or destiny, so their ability to adapt was stronger than most. Helbrook seemed like a raw deal, but it was actually a compromise between the extinction of their old, secular lives and the eldritch horrors that had ripped them clean out of any sense of normalcy. The townsfolk had declared the case closed. They had whispered their thanks to Detective Escoy. Mandy Mae was gone, and according to most, good riddance. A big sigh of relief had fallen over Helbrook then, but Jess and her parents felt like a snag in a silken robe. Everyone wanted to do what they always did after a Helbrook phenomena. Keep calm and move on, forget. The Easter parade disappearances, the floating dolls, the eye in the church bell tower, it all vanished when she did. As far as Helbrook was concerned, the girl had been a cancer, but she wasn't always the terrorizer of May. Before that she was her sister, a dream of their lives before the waking nightmare that brought them to Helbrook. Back then, everything for Jess was in free fall, but painfully slow. She could see everything caked together like a concrete slab heading straight for her. It was her fault. Jess had known it. She still knew it. She was her big sister. If she hadn't picked up that damned wooden pipe, they'd still be living their lives as intended. Jess's parents tried to hold her close, tried